I've been thinking that it's been a while since we last talked about the past simple and the past continuous. So maybe it's time to refresh our memories. Oh, and we can talk about parties as well. Why not? Do you like birthday parties? I used to love birthday parties when I was a kid. I remember my little brother was scared of balloons, so I never used to have balloons at my party. He says he got over it, but I wouldn't be so sure. I used to invite 10 friends and we used to play games and then eat sandwiches and cake. Delicious. At school, we used to give kids the bumps. It basically consists of a group of kids holding the birthday girl or boy by the legs and the arms, lifting them up in the air and letting them bump on the ground. The number of bumps corresponded to the age you were. It was a bit terrifying, to be honest. Have you noticed what structure I've used to tell you this story? Used to. You know it from previous units. It's a verb that we use to talk about past habits, things that we did in the past and that we don't do anymore. For example, I used to go out every night when I was a student. Monica used to live in Porto. We used to have a dog and a cat when I was a kid. Speaking of past habits, I remember that when my mother had to organise my birthday party, she used to go a bit crazy with all the decorations, the cake, the presents. She used to get a clown to come. I still remember the song he used to play. Remember used to is very useful to tell stories of the past. Let's talk now about prepositions. We studied them back in lesson 1, remember? When we ask a question that contains a preposition, we often put that preposition at the end of the question. Think about it for a moment. There's one typical question you know from day 1 that is a very good example of this. Where are you from? From is a preposition and it goes at the end of the question. But why? In English, we put the preposition at the end of the question when that preposition doesn't have its complement in the sentence. This sounds a bit difficult, but it's actually not. Trust me. Look at this question. Are you from Ecuador? In this sentence, Ecuador is the prepositional complement. That is the complement of from. But in the question, where are you from? The preposition doesn't have any complement. That's why we put it at the end of the sentence, as if it was waiting for its dancing partner to come. Another example. Are you afraid of spiders? Here, the preposition has its complement in spiders. But if I ask, what are you afraid of? There is no complement here, right? So the preposition is left there at the end of the question. More examples. What are you listening to? What were you worried about? What are you looking at? What are you doing that for?
What are you waiting for?
I was waiting for you.
Oh, nice.
I'll see you in a minute in lesson 4.
Hi again. This is just a little reminder that the verb to depend often goes with the preposition on. For example, where are you going on holiday? I don't know. It depends on how much money I have. Are you going out later? I'm not sure. It depends on how tired I am. So remember, it doesn't depend in or depend off. It depends on something or someone.